What's up guys, back in today with another reaction to the Berserk manga. This time I'll be reacting to volume 17, the second set of chapters I believe. I'll go through them in a minute, but just wanted to clear up where we left off. Obviously if you guys might have been, again I'm not sure how I'm releasing these, but obviously I'll do two Berserk videos in 2 days. Which I don't know if I'm going to continue, to be honest with you. I kind of want there to be a slight break because it feels like a long time till the next episode from the final one I release in a week. But again, it's just such a busy season. I don't really know what to do with it, to be honest with you. But really awesome couple chapters last time out. Not going to scroll too much because of the nudity and such. But really, I really love some of the artwork again, especially this this cute little demon guy. I think we ended up with these kind of combining with some dogs and obviously what's her name, Farnice, experiencing a little bit of Guts' life. But I will just actually, oh wow, what the hell was that? A little recap almost right there. But yeah, the chapters we'll be doing today are the past and future and Morning of Truth, to actually end off this Binding Chain chapters arc, or kind of part of an arc, which is interesting. This one has been very short, hasn't it? Especially in comparison to the last one, which took over a volume and a half, maybe 2 volumes perhaps, but it was absolutely awesome. Got to meet some interesting characters here. Again, we haven't fully kind of looked into a few of them, especially the kind of squinty eye guy who I'm looking forward to seeing a bit more of. But definitely some interesting stuff with Farnice and her religion and such, and I really like the moustache man as well. He's great. But make sure you let me know what you guys think of these chapters down in the comment section. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you guys do like, and subscribe to the channel if you do want to keep up to date with these reactions. And it's not actually like a recap, but I don't know why this face just there's probably been a few faces like this, but it just gave me kind of PTSD from the eclipse. But again, there's been plenty of faces looking like that. Conviction arc, Binding Chain chapter, past and future. I haven't actually seen a layout like this, have we? Again, horrible face. I don't understand. I can't process anything. They're just getting ripped apart. Fucking hell. And not even words of prayer come to mind. Damn, so her religion's kind of fleeting her. Only that I'm filled with fear, and not even words of prayer come to mind. Damn. I mean, why would they? This is some pretty... If the religion's here, this is pretty much the other end of the spectrum, isn't it? Some demonic ass fucking demon shit right here. Again, all of them getting beheaded. I love that one latched onto Guts' arm right there. Headless. Brains blown out of this one. Poor dogs though, poor dogs. As we're still just, oh god, this one's made it back. This one's got beheaded and still going, hey? Horrible. Face inside a head. Horrible. But again, that'd be sick to see animated, or even in live action. You'd have to get some kind of really good effects. Really good practical effects to pull that off, but imagine witnessing that. This just grows out the head. Just I can imagine it just like, and then just pops into place like this. Horrible. That'd be a really good segment there, in like a movie or something like from out like The Thing or something. I was gonna say American Werewolf for London would be pretty good on the effects of this. Much more womanly now, isn't she? Of course, her boobs are exposed, so that's probably one reason. But I mean, just kind of face-wise, hair, I think is this special. It's not, doesn't work. Is especially the reason why. Must escape from here, from this nightmare. I can ride that. I'm saved. I order you. Allow me to mount you. Okay. Then run, quickly. So she's actually saying this. I think I've now distinguished what's actually kind of, might seem obvious, but what's in the head and what's said out loud. Thank you for the help with the Skull Knight dialogue. That helped me out a lot with that. But she's actually kind of, oh, I've seen this panel. Wow, I did not expect it to be here. But she's actually speaking to the horse. Like, why? Allow me to mount you, then run quickly. Yeah, I'm sure he understands that. He probably understands that better now than he did as a horse. But yeah, it looks like I haven't seen this bit. It just says no. No, bitch. Fucking hell. I've seen this panel. I think this is quite a legendary panel. Freaky ass fucking horse. But I didn't say it, just say it. No. Imagine that. Again, this would be fucking sick in an anime or movie as well. Again, such a shame, honestly, isn't it? Like prime fucking material right here. I order you. Allow me to mount you, then run quickly. No. No, bitch. I'll be the one mounting you. Horrible little dribble mouth. But damn, what a fucking scene this is. Okay, this is better than I expected this. I don't know what I was expecting, to be honest with you. Like, again, I've seen this panel before. I'm not sure I've seen this half of it. I've definitely seen this horse before. Ugly ass fucking thing, isn't it? Human nose. Human eyes. Honestly, just, and the teeth as well, of course. Yeah. I don't know. I haven't seen the surroundings of it. Maybe I just kind of blocked them out when you see this thing. It's just so surprising, especially as someone that hadn't read Berserk. You're just like, oh shit, demon horse. But what a fucking scene that is. No. But yeah, she is the one getting mounted. Yep, I called it. I mean, that's just poetic, wasn't it? For Berserk, that's poetic beauty for Berserk. Any other fucking you take this to a like an award ceremony or anything, you get fucking booed off the stage. Get grossed out. Took this to the critics. So yeah, because there's been that tweet going around recently about that guy who's he's not associating with people that read Berserk. I found that quite funny. Twitter is just such a cesspool of fucking horrible opinions. It's a place where it's made people think that their opinions matter and think that their opinions are important, make them feel popular and such. It's such a horrible fucking place, isn't it? I hate Twitter, but I have to go on there I get a lot of my anime news on Twitter. I don't mind sharing my views, of course. I fucking have a YouTube channel for it, but everyone just thinks they're right, don't they? It's like people don't understand. There's multiple point of views, and one thing I take is you're only as smart as what you've learned. Like your whole life, you've been learning, and you've been told stuff, you've been taught stuff. Someone's taught you this. You've learned this from somewhere. It's not just your own knowledge, if that makes sense. So you're actually just kind of stupid as hell until others teach you a better way of doing things. I think that's something people don't understand. They think they're right all the time. They think they've learned everything, but endless knowledge and learning out there, isn't there? And it's usually the dumbest people that think like that, by the way. Ugh. I mount the woman. No! What a horrible thing to be. If this was to happen, what a horrible animal to actually be done by as well. If you guys have ever seen a horse. Oh god, yeah, look at it. Again, they're really not afraid of drawing these things. I mean, it's less bad on an animal because it's just they're always out and such. I think. I don't know. Doesn't really matter either way, but as I said, it's probably one of the worst things to get done by. One of the worst. These things are huge. Again, classic Berserk. Well, even for Berserk, this is a bit fucking horrible, isn't it? Jesus. This horse, man. No wonder there's like so much going around this horse, even again for non-Berserk fans at the time. I even saw a few bits about this guy. This came out fucking not 20 years ago. Yeah, I was gonna say, mate, I was just about to say, I wasn't gonna relate them, but I was gonna say which. I mean, it's not really related. I was gonna say which one would you? It kind of is. Which one would you find worse? This situation or the one Casca was in with Femto? Because Femto's was really kind of, it was emotional and it was physical and it was just horrible. But I think this might be physically worse. But I think it's the psychological aspect that does make it does take to the extreme, if you know what I'm saying. That is the main factor. I mean, the physical side is horrible. I mean, that's the whole kind of thing of it. But again, I think the psychological impact. I think the Femto's was actually a bit worse, as weird as this is. But yeah, Guts obviously bit PTSD's about this. He can't have this happen. He saw his reaction to this and he couldn't do anything. So imagine when he can do something. As we see Casca for the first time in a long time, actually. I do wonder if we'll catch back up with her. I hope we do at some point. And I hope she's living a nice life, by the way. I mean, I don't know what kind of life you can live in that hole that she's in, but hopefully she's having a good time down there. That ugly ass like horse ace. My mum really loves horses. Imagine if I showed her this for her birthday. I got her a painting of this fucking horse in that shot we just saw. That'd be a lovely gift, wouldn't it? Cool. God damn, he almost got Farnese for that. You damn dirty horse. Yeah, really almost cuts her head off. He actually gets the ground beneath her, which is quite insane. Maybe that's how he calculated it. It tilted it enough so the end hits the ground before it hits Farnese, but thank God. Thank God. Hey. Hey? I've seen plenty of girls like that, right? Guts, haven't we? Hey. Hey? If you don't want to die, quit wandering around. But look at this. The first time I've seen text like this. That just like a broken text. Alright. Just like a shocked, broken. It's almost like the opening scenes of like what's it called? A final girl. Like the opening scenes, it's like when you know shit's getting real. Alright. A bit taken aback. I love that you can really tell what's going on with just the way the text's written. I'm not sure if it's like that in the with the kanji and with the actual Japanese, or if it's just in the translation it does this. I imagine it's probably in the Japanese version as well. But I really like that you can tell the tone just from the text, and you can get a lot just from the. Maybe a lot of mangas do this again. This is my first one, so. But yeah, I really like that. He's opened his wounds again, fighting so recklessly. I was wondering where you were this whole time, Puck. Just been hiding in that pocket, eh? But there's an unstoppable, terrible rage swirling inside Guts. More so than usual. Why? Well, we know why, don't we? We saw what that looked like. Oh, is he getting a little sight of it, is he? A swirl of monsters. Casca. What was that? Still quite a few of these bastards. I won't bother to shield my wounds. I don't care if my arm's torn off. Thanks to all your stupid tricks. This vivid sentiment. Oh god, look at that. The horse back again. Ugh. Again, all this stuff really reminds me of that. Like Maleficent. I can't remember what it's called. Came out a couple of years ago. The lady with the fucking. Not the spoil, but the thing on the back of the head. Remembered after so long. This feeling that started it all. Sure did. But that is fucking terrific, isn't it? Horrific and terrific. Just a lump of meat just popping out. Again, I'd love to see these anime just come out. Again, you might make it a jump scare. That'd be pretty fucking cool. But even just kind of, again, like a kind of American Werewolf in London, like a long shot of the transformation of the horse just kind of making its way up, and then it's just kind of squirting out. That'd be fucking sick. Look at it. And there's so much material here. So much. You can make like, out of what we've just read with the 17 volumes, you could probably make like 5 at least really good horror movies. Or horrific style action kind of adventures. Just such wasted. It's not even wasted because obviously we're reading it in the manga, but with the anime adaptations, like such a wasted opportunity. You've got gold right here. You've got gold, and they fuck it up every time, except for the 90s. Thank you. Thank you. It's the worst I ever feel. That's just horrible, isn't it? But it's kind of, I mean, again, it kind of re-rebukes that kind of promise, I guess, he had to himself, that kind of goal and dream and wish that Griffith always had. That is now his. Re-invokes that memory of, reinvigorates him. Because he was wavering a bit in the last 2 chapters, wasn't he? So I really like that they've done this here. He was wavering a bit in terms of Rosine, wasn't he? So it's kind of needed. I love the little spit coming off these guys. Always found that really quite a scary thing. I mean, it sounds really, you never really see anyone bring this up, but just like when the dog, like a German Shepherd or something, is going insane, just like the spit coming out and just the kind of pure ferocity really adds quite a bit to the scariness, in my opinion. Ugly bastards, aren't they? You'll all keep dying until the day breaks. Look at this shot right here. In pure darkness. You'll all keep dying until the day breaks. Pure serious right here, just the look in his eye, but the stone cold fucking face, my god. Such a badass, isn't he? Such a badass. And I think the day has broke. What a fucking scene though. That whole segment was insane, wasn't it? Really enjoyed that. It was quite average, to be honest with you, up until this new chapter. It was just kind of generic, kind of killing fucking demon animals. And you get this shit. Profound stuff right here. It's all just kind of an introduction for Farnese into the demon world, and then you get this. Sanity. Look at the bones. Just pieces, just lying about. Half dead dogs. Oh, I say half dead. Half. Well, quite literally, half a dead dog. One word there can make a sentence quite different. And Farnese has been looking at that for a while now, hasn't she? So this is, I guess she finally gets a chance to see what happens, because she's usually the one stumbling across this, isn't she? She's usually the one like, oh my god, he killed all these dogs, what a ruthless bastard. But no, she's now actually kind of perhaps understanding now. Somehow. It's quite a heavenly looking image right there of Guts, isn't it? Looking up to the heavens. Somehow, as he sat beneath the brightening sky, panting like a beast, splattered with blood of his prey, the image touched me. Again, I can understand that. It is quite the image right here, isn't it? It was both solemn and beautiful, almost like a painting adorning a basilisk. A basilisk. a basilica. No idea what that is. No idea what that is. A fucking basilisk. Now that's something quite berserk, but almost like a painting adorning a basilica. Basilica. An oblong building. This is not what. Something church-like. It looks like a really nice looking church. That's what I get from this. I'm not going to look too much further into that. A painting of a basilisk, perhaps. I merely sought to escape, shivering in fear. Not once could I call upon my Lord. I avow myself a woman of God, but not even the name I've invoked a countless thousand times. There's your faith now. Once could I call upon my Lord. I avow myself a woman of God, but not even the name I've invoked a countless thousand times. I didn't even try to say it. Didn't even try to pray. Such an ungodly and unsightly scene here. I can kind of understand her not wanting to do so, but perhaps she wasn't even able to. Perhaps that faith, maybe it is kind of wavering a little bit. Maybe it is a little hollow. Who knows? Perhaps it's just something to lean on. For a lot of people, it is something to lean on, isn't it? And I'm not going to get too far into those conversations because, yeah, religious. I am an atheist, by the way. Again, I did go to a Christian school, primary school, but yeah, I am an atheist. I'm not really against people that do prayer or are religious. People can believe in what they want, but yeah, it's not gonna kind of go too deep into that topic. Let's get on to the next chapter. In the shade of the morning sky, I was tiny. Sorry. I was tiny, wretched, and powerless. You were pretty damn useless this whole time, but can you blame you? No, not really. A lot of people are useless in these situations. Guts is maybe one of the only people that isn't. Conviction arc, binding chain chapter, morning of truth. Oh god, is this gonna try and fucking? Oh, it's actually just gonna taunt her. As we see the lashes on her back. It's little soul. Ooh. And sometimes you find these things pretty cute. Powerless? Are the powerless then without sin? Don't lie, don't deceive. Don't delude yourself with fair words. It exists within you, yet you cannot reveal it. Dark, dark desire. Oh crap, that's interesting. Maybe this Behelit does have something to do with Farnese. Again, she has been pretty similar to Griffith thus far. I mean, not in terms of who she is, but in design at the very least. I guess in ways she is pretty similar with her. There's similarities there. There's not massive similarities for me anyway, from what I've seen to this point. No. Even plugging your ears is futile, because this is your inner voice. You felt it then. Then, while you thrashed that man's steel physique. You know you felt it. It swells within you. This morbid lust. I mean, that would make sense, considering she was kind of punishing herself and whipping herself. She was doing that because she perhaps did get some kind of enjoyment, or she knew this was wrong but kept going when she slashed Guts up. But yeah, maybe there just is something brewing right here. I can see that happening for sure. This morbid lust swells within. Perhaps this is her inner thoughts. Perhaps maybe it's just this demon speaking, trying to convince her. And then, as the blood trickled, I mean, it's not spoken like it's the demon speaking, is it? I feel like it's kind of a bit of both, isn't it? And then, as the blood trickled from his unflinching form, no, a wave of pleasure filled you. I don't want to hear this. That is not at all. When you lashed yourself, feigning introspection, you were constantly discovering pleasure, even within that pain. Pain is quite a big source of pleasure for a lot of people, isn't it? You look at people with kind of loads of tattoos and such, and people like kinks. Like you see, what's it, BDSM? Again, I'm not too informed on these situations, but pain is the pleasure of a lot of people, isn't it? A lot of people do take, maybe not even pleasure, but just a way of dealing with things. I mean, self-harm is another kind of topic on that, but again, I won't get too into that because sensitive topic again. But this is definitely kind of understandable for any human, let alone someone in her position. And maybe there's some truth here. Feigning introspection. Maybe that was the case as well. Maybe it was just maybe there wasn't that much thought in that act. You simply lie to your own soul from behind your religion and devote your body to shameful pleasure. That is you. That's not true. There is nothing at all inside you. Lovely. I mean, again, makes the hollow stuff a lot more fitting, doesn't it? With what Guts said. intriguing. There is nothing at all inside you. What things can you boast of to yourself and others are... Sorry. What things you can boast of yourself and others are trifling. You're an insignificant woman because you fear knowing you're nothing. You're just drunk on God's authority. Fucking hell. I mean, even for a demon, I mean, you better break this woman. All that exists within you is desire. You want to defile and be defiled. Yourself and others. Body and soul. Just such a dark, dark desire. Ooh, fucking hell, she, yeah, touches herself. And there's the hollow idol there as well. Inside here, there is no God. Only this aching is truth. Give yourself to it. For you, it's the only sure thing. She better be taken over here. You're too far from God. Jesus Christ. Hey. What's the big idea? That's his face. She licks the blood. Guts, she's, yeah, been possessed. And very easily, at that. Jesus Christ. Oh, fuck, ow. Jesus. She licks his blood, licks his sword, starts grinding on his sword, which is horrible to think about. Ow. Ow. Yeah, that's the reaction. That's the reaction. Oh my god. Like, looks like Puck's fucking blinded the man. Jesus. This is even weird for someone possessed to do, though, isn't it? Guts! What strength! Lift it up. Lift the sword up slowly. This is weird. There's some weird stuff right here. Savor it with me. This pleasure. Now. Split me open slowly. From there, this really reminds me of that scene in Terrifier. Any of you guys have seen that? Where a girl gets cut in half from that area and you see everything. You see everything. If you guys have ever wondered what this would actually look like, watch that movie. Or that scene from that movie. The whole movie's okay. Not really a movie, it's more of a showcase of violence. The second one's a bit more like a movie, but even then that one's quite a showcase of violence as well. This is some strange ass shit. Hell with it. I'll knock her out again. She's got you by the neck, bro. Eve. Oh, looks like it's leaving her. Oh, good job, Buck. Good job. It is daytime, so he can actually beat him now, can't he? Let's go, Puck. Bish, bish, bish. She's not going to like the position she wakes up in, is she? Actually, I think her mind's just been so fucked, I don't think it really matters. Look, if you're back to normal, then get the hell off me. And this woman has almost had her mind broken. She's had quite the experience tonight, hasn't she? Bloody hell. Oh, there's this. Where the hell has this guy been? This morning now. Oh, here he is. Really? Maybe she's actually thinking she's doing him a favour by killing him right here, but... Can you stand? Kill him. You will kill that man. Here. Immediately. For the sake of my honour. Kill him! No, maybe she doesn't think that she's doing him a favour by killing him. Maybe she's just shoveling it all under the hollow idol again, perhaps. I feel like that demon did speak quite a lot of truth right there, didn't he? About Varnice. Again, it was kind of more like her own sin speaking. Amazing though. Lady Varnice, please calm down. That would be, well, unwise in any case. I mean, yeah, if you tried, you'd die. I do not know what happened. But it is not our duty in the first place to apprehend him, to forfeit that for momentary feelings. But is it not our duty in the first place to apprehend him, to forfeit that for momentary feelings? It doesn't matter. Kill him! To be honest, that is not possible for me. As I said, he would die. You saw it, Commander. His superhuman strength. I would only die in vain. Ouch. As she slapped the shit out of him. Ah, Commander? Oh, nosebleed. Again, you have caused her to cry, my commander. Don't look at me. You just heard the situation, and here I will ask your pardon for now, if you would be willing to overlook things. I guess I owe you one then. Yeah, well, whatever. Ah. Really now? Where did this come from? I'm trying to look. He dodged that pretty well, to be fair to this guy. And his eyes have opened up again. It's because he made her cry, isn't it? Again, doesn't seem very happy about that. But where did this come from? That whole, were they not just talking about letting each other kind of go and just fucking getting on? And then this. Maybe I was misinterpreting that. Nice draw style. You as well. Just as I expected. Like you got fucked up his boot. Just had another little cut to Guts' face. It was just a graze too. Poor guy's now got to ride home with cold feet. So on that note, until we, well yeah, I guess that really did just come out of absolute nowhere. Well, it didn't, but it kind of did in what they were saying. So on that note, until we meet again, I've done what I meant to do. Hey. Farewell for now. You too, little one. Hey, he's acknowledging Puck. Sorry about the cut. A little bit allergies today, but I feel a little bit allergies today. Bloody hell. But yeah, we finally get someone acknowledging little Puck from these knights. Hell of an exit. Yeah. He's tricky. I knew he would be. I think that just showed a little hint at his abilities right there, didn't it? Again, quite a similar move to Griffith. The old jump. Again, I'm not sure. It's not the usual act, is it, during a fight to jump up like that. He's tricky, but you know, she seems kind of sad. That Farnese person. It's like she's bound up on all sides. I'm the one who's bound up, moron. Now I've got even more to worry about. From dead spirits to priests, what a pain. Speaking of which, we forgot to ask her why they're trying to catch you. And that image I got from Guts before, what was that? Commander, please wait. I must kill him. Must kill him. Must kill him. Must seal his lips. If he's allowed to live, then I... Wow. She's really fixated on this, isn't she? Well, now they're going to be going even harder trying to find Guts, aren't they? Feels like. Almost like if he's allowed to live, her sins are there to kind of roam free, and someone's bared witness to them. Someone's bared witness to her weakness, maybe her hollowness, and trying to hide that fact. Interesting. Again, I feel like the comment section is going to be a good one for this one, because again, I feel like there are a few points here I'm probably not fully understanding in terms of Farnese. I feel like there was quite a lot in this whole segment right here. The morbid lust. A wave of pleasure filled her. She don't want to hear it. Because she doesn't want to hear it, does that make it true? Probably, you'd think. People don't like listening to the truth. The hard, cold facts. Feigning introspection. Discovering pleasure within that pain. You simply lie to your own soul from behind your religion, and devote your body to shameful pleasure. That is you. There is nothing at all inside you. Again, imagine being told that. What things you can boast of to yourself and others are trifling. You're an insignificant woman because you fear knowing you're nothing. You're just drunk on God's authority. All that exists within you is desire. You want to defile and be defiled, yourself and others, body and soul. Just such a dark, dark desire. Inside here, there is no God. Only this aching is truth. Damn. And he was so right, it was that easy to take her over. I feel like this even, like, I was wondering at the time, is this even her actually being taken over? I mean, it was. But I feel like this was also just kind of her, if you know what I'm saying. Because she didn't seem awfully shocked. getting more sad about the actual truth. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. And I would read the comments, but there's hardly ever anything interesting in here, is there? I'm sure I'll scroll up either. Yeah, I mean, yeah, no, there's hardly ever actually. Maybe you can't comment more than like a couple lines, but it's hardly ever any actual kind of explanation going on in the comment section here. But yeah, looking forward to reading your comments on this one. And thank you guys for watching again. Some intriguing stuff, some legendary Berserk stuff happening here. Some legendary Berserk stuff happening here. Again, I've known about this panel for a while, but it was even better than I thought it would be. I mean, I wasn't thinking it was going to be good, don't get me wrong. I knew it was going to be creepy as fuck, but this is actually a sick panel, wasn't it? That was really good. But yeah, some legendary moments happening here, and again, some very interesting stuff going on with Farnese and who she is as an actual person and her faith. So I'm looking forward to carrying that on. This whole binding chain stuff ends this chapter, so I think we're going to kind of continue this, but under the guise of kind of new chapters and under new situations and such. So very much looking forward to those. Again, these chapters have been absolutely brilliant. Make sure to leave a like on this video if you guys do like this one though. Again, let me know what you guys thought about these chapters down in the comment section. Again, really excited to hear what you guys have to think about this. Again, there's a whole lot going on here and a whole lot to try and understand, and especially in terms of Farnese, so definitely need a little bit of help in that situation. But also subscribe to the channel if you do want to keep up to date with these. Again, no idea when I'm uploading this, but shouldn't be too long till the next one. Thank you guys for watching, and enjoy the rest of your day, guys.